Hi everybody! Today we're going to talk a little bit about how to ship cookies. It's pretty simple when you have cookies that look like these ladybugs because whether the cookie is face up or face down, it's the same shape. So to ship these, I would place them in decorating bags and put them back to back, and then use a little bit of shipping tape to make them nice and tight. I usually like to tape them in a cross, like from top to bottom and side to side. The key is to tape them nice and snug, that way there's no movement to the cookie at all, because during shipping the cookies will break if they shift or move or wiggle or jiggle. So the next step is to go ahead and place them in a little piece of bubble wrap. I kind of make my own little bubble wrap pouch here. I use a piece of shipping tape to tape the top and then the sides, and try to make it nice and tight because, like I said, you want your cookies to be as secure as possible. And I usually have pieces of tape that stick over the sides, but that's okay. We'll trim it off here in just a moment. Now, usually when I ship cookies, I only use one layer of bubble wrap, but for those of you that want to make sure that they get there nice and safe, you're welcome to use, 2 layers if that makes you feel better. So all you would do if you're going to use 2 layers is just repeat the process. Just cut another piece of bubble wrap and then tape it up nice and snug on the 3 open sides. Now once the cookies arrive, you may want to tell the person that you're shipping them to that, if they carefully take a pair of scissors and just cut down the edges of the bubble wrap, they can get the cookies out pretty easy. But if they sit there and try to unpeel the tape and stuff, that may take a while if you're shipping a lot of cookies. So if they just slide a knife or a pair of scissors down the side, then they can get them out fairly simple. There you go. And no movement to the cookies, so that's good. They're nice and snug in there. Now, if you have different shaped cookies like this moon and the fire, all you have to do is use a little piece of cardboard. Still, it's going to kind of be the same process, but a little challenge to this: since you have placed the cookies in a decorating bag, you can't get the tape super tight around the cookies, so there's going to be some movement. So all I do is just keep adding a little pieces of shipping tape here and there until the cookies are super still, until they don't move at all. The fire's a little bit tricky, so he's going to take a little bit more shipping tape than normal. See, it's still wiggling, so I think one more piece should do it. There we go, nice and secure. Now on this one, I'm only going to use 1 piece of bubble wrap. And once you have it cut, just use shipping tape to secure the 3 open sides. The next trick is trying to find a box that's the right size for your cookies, because like I said before, if there's movement in the package or movement in your cookies, that's what will cause them to break during shipping. So it's important to try to find the right size box. Now I've placed these in this box and you can see they're nice and tight, but there is some open room on top, but that's okay. As long as they don't move from side to side, we'll just use bubble wrap on the top. Then we'll close the box up and tape it nice and neat. Oh, here's my egg cartons. That's my secret to shipping cookies. I figure if egg cartons will protect your eggs, then surely it's going to protect our cookies. So I open one and place it on the bottom, and then I use them just put together on the sides. Now, in the perfect world, this box would have been a little bit different and I would have put another one on top, but it wasn't, and you can always cut the egg cartons, that way you can stick them here and there. I wanted to make sure it's secure, so I used those pesky little plastic bags from the grocery store to just shove down in the holes. This saves a lot of money on shipping supplies. I don't have to buy peanuts, I don't have to buy all that stuff, because like I said, if egg cartons work on eggs, I'm sure it works on my cookies, and so far I've had a lot of good success with that. Here's the part where I would normally get my husband to help, but he was at work this day, so I had to figure this out on my own. So I put the box on its side and smashed it. and then carefully taped it into place. And there you go, your cookies are all ready to ship.